Love to share my go-to oatmeal breakfast as a registered dietitian who is also 4.5 months postpartum, because oats get such a bad rap on the internet when in reality oats are a fantastic source of fiber. They're really great for digestion. I love having oatmeal for breakfast, plus they're also really good for your milk supply as well. So let's go over how I turn oats into a well-balanced breakfast that's going to keep you full and satisfied. I love the Bob's Red Mill protein oats. So these have 9 grams of protein per serving. I will say we also typically get a big bag of oats from Costco that have 7 grams of protein per serving. So it's really not that big of a difference. It just kind of depends on which one I have in my pantry at the time, but that's going to provide us with a good chunk of our beginning of protein. And we've also got 5 grams of dietary fiber per serving in oats. Every little gram of fiber counts, because fiber is fantastic for blood sugar balance, keeping you more full and satisfied, and then also benefiting your overall gut health as well. It actually helps to feed the beneficial bacteria, the probiotics that exist in your gut, and every little gram of fiber counts. For women, we're aiming for around 25 grams per day, and for men, we're aiming for around 38 grams per day. Also cook my oats in either 2% or fat-free Fairlife milk, because that's going to get me around 13 grams of protein for a 1 cup serving, which is usually the amount that I'm using for 1 serving of oats. So this is going to bulk up that protein content even further. Plus you're also getting some vitamin D, you're also getting some calcium. If you are dairy-free, you could use a pea or a soy milk, which are going to provide around 9 grams of protein. So that's going to be 18 with the oats. Then drizzle with some nut butter for some heart-healthy fats. Plus, this is also going to provide me with just a little bit more protein. Peanut butter is more fat than it is protein. However, healthy fats are incredibly important for blood sugar balance, keeping you full and satisfied. Plus, fats are also really important for our hormone production as female, and it's also really important for your milk supply as well. And last but most certainly not least, I love to have some sort of like frozen berry in the freezer. This is a triple berry mix, and then I also have wild blueberries as well. I kind of go back and forth with which ones I use, but these are a fantastic source of antioxidants, vitamins and minerals, plus more additional fiber. And that fiber is really, like I said, going to help keep you full and satisfied. If you can't tell, that's kind of the point of creating a well-balanced breakfast, is the protein and the fiber are what actually help to keep you full in the morning so that you feel good and energized for the rest of your day. And to add a little bit of sweetness, when I'm warming up my milk on the stovetop, I like to add some cinnamon and then also some vanilla extract. And then I will also add a little bit of maple syrup when I'm adding all of my toppings and mix-ins, just to give it a little hit of sweetness. You could also do honey as well. That has literally been my hyperfixation. A couple of other ways that you could add in protein to this if you want to skip out on the milk is you could do protein powder, you could do PB2, you could do egg whites. There's lots of different ways that you can bulk up the protein content of oatmeal, but this is how I make mine.